After China released a map which includes Arunachal Pradesh as a part of it, Indian politicians have reacted very strongly. Congress leader Manish Tiwari asked whether it would be in accordance with India's self-respect to invite Chinese President Xi Jinping to G20 after the map row. Meanwhile, Shiv Sena UBT MP has taken a jibe at the centre and said that Prime Minister Narendra Modi should look into this. He also said that since Prime Minister has recently attended the BRICS summit where he met the Chinese Premier, he should be questioned how this map has come out. Amid this political war of words over G20 and China's map, the big question arises on why the Netas are not taking a united stand in the face of this foreign intrusion. We'll talk about this with our guest. Joining us on the show is Vinita Hariharan, BJP spokesperson, Advocate Mahima Singh, Congress spokesperson, Majid Haidari, political analyst, Rajalakshmi Joshi, political analyst, will be joining us momentarily.
The maps that the Chinese government has chosen to show Arunachal as well as Taiwan in their maps. It is their their preposterousness, we may call it, or it is their overambitious ways and means to actually show that their territorial entitlement over certain disputed territories. Now, as far as the alliance or the allegiance with China is concerned, the Congress government has no locus standi to speak about this, because we know the kind of history that the Congress has displayed over the last so many decades towards China. I mean,
Rajalakshmi, do you think that the BJP needs to explain its position, or the G20 summit and all these other summit level meetings will go on without addressing the elephant in the room? China has come up with this map. It's done so in the past as well. It's a fresh target towards India's sovereignty.
Hello, Vineet. And yes, this is yet another attempt by China to show, or to kind of, in their process of salami slicing. And it is not just with Arunachal Pradesh. They have included Taiwan also within their so-called territories. So they are actually, with one stone, they are trying to hit two birds. They are trying to ruffle the feathers of not just India. They are trying to ruffle the feathers of the US also. So
yeah, but Rajalakshmi, I feel it's unfair to compare Taiwan with India when it comes to this map. It's a completely different matter altogether. Taiwan obviously has some linkage to its sovereignty with China already, but with India, it's like comparing apples and oranges. Go on.
Yes, I agree that both the issues are slightly different there. But then at the same time, what I'm trying to tell you is, this country, China, it always plays on psychological games. They're always known for playing psychological tactics. So this is one of their tactics of winning wars without fighting. They play upon the psychology of their enemies. So this is what they've been doing for a long time now. So they keep showing this within their maps, and they keep doing this at they keep giving all kinds of.
We know what they do, Rajalakshmi. We know what they do. What should we do? That's the question. Let's just stick to the topic. What should we do? What should the current dispensation do? Is the question here.
Vineet, our country has been, in the recent past, we have had so many talks and diplomatic talks we have been having, and at the same time, whenever and as and when it was necessary, we have actually taken a very strong action. Even at that scuffle at LAC, actually, it has not been very well documented as to.
No, Rajalakshmi, that's not my question. I'm saying, after this map has been released, what should India do? Vinita Hariharan wants to come in. Vinita ji, go ahead.
Yeah, so definitely, I mean, Rajalakshmi is also trying to make a point as to how China is actually going about this entire game, when they're actually not in reality being able to do anything. They're doing it over the maps and through such strategic, psychological attempts, like she said. So I think I would tend to agree with her.
Okay, let me get Advocate Mahima Singh into this as well. Advocate Mahima Singh, what should India do?
Ms. Rajalakshmi, when she was saying winning wars without fighting, that is China's, psychological tactic. Let me just say, yes, in this case, PM Modi's servility is allowing China to win without fighting, because they are not calling a spade a spade. They are not willing to, even spell out the flaws so that they can be rectified. This is a government which is hiding behind its own, I would say, cowardice. You see, they have no strategy, they have no policies, they have no courage.
You said. Rajalakshmi, go on.
Vineet, when I was talking about these psychological games, this is something that China has been doing, and this is not the first time.
No, but it's not
And I'm sure that
psychological anymore. It's territorial now. It's territorial now.
But Vineet, ultimately the fact of the matter is who actually has the territorial control. So that is what actually matters. And at the end of the day, China can claim anything, but that doesn't mean that internationally this is something that is accepted or that is declared. Or when it comes to the maps on the international forums, if anything, even slightly, even if 1 inch has been changed, then obviously India definitely is not going to accept it. And we definitely have control, definitely better control today than we ever had earlier, because along the LAC, the infrastructure that was literally non-existent has today, we definitely have entire stretch, the infrastructure is being developed, and we are definitely making sure that everything is today under India's control. So earlier, whatever was happening was, it is documented again in Parliament that the Congress government believed that they should not be developing infrastructure along the LAC because they thought that the Chinese will take advantage of it. But today we are developing infrastructure, we are developing roads, we are developing expressways, we are developing bridges, and we are doing everything possible to make sure that we are in actual control over the territory. And we are doing everything on international forums as well as on military level talks, and all these talks that are happening. Definitely, we are making every possible effort to make sure that that China doesn't get away with its plans. And we are not just just keeping our hands down. And I'm sorry to say that in the past, these governments, the very people who are today talking about these issues, they are the ones who gave away a lot of land. They gave away land to Burma, they gave away land to China, to Sri Lanka, to Pakistan, and there have been all these documents.
All right, ma'am, we've run out of time.